Hello, Anne.
Hey, Auntie.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good. Good to see you.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Okay, let's start. Yvonne will find us on the way because the time is has pushed us to the show now. Yeah, hello everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are connecting from. It's happening again. It's Wednesday on African Portal and TV radio station. Yvonne and Elsa back to you full force to come and blow you off with our interesting topic on the reason why you should stop comparing yourself to the others. I understand most of us live in a confused world whereby you don't know what you are doing at times. You are focusing your time and energy on things that don't add any value into your life. And one of them is comparing yourself to the others. So now I want to hear from you. Is comparing yourself to the others good or bad thing? Let us hear. Mr. Al, what do you think?
Well, technically it depends on the situation, in my opinion. Like you could there's well, actually technically one thing is admiration and then second thing is jealousy. Yeah, so you could admire so I think it's okay to admire your friend or your elder or whatever who's doing something cooler than you at the moment. And then there's but then you can't be jealous of them in a bad way. You can't envy them because Because why are you spending your time envying others when you could just at least try to do something, or do something that they're doing, or something even better than they are? So yeah, you could. So yeah, don't compare in such a way that you're not as much as they are, because you could be their equal or even better.
Anything, my friend?
That is wonderful. I'm glad that you guys started, and thank you, Joshua, for letting me in. Yes, uh, there is a clear cut difference there. Like Al said, it is an okay thing. Like I'm working with you as my business partner. It's good. We do things together, but when you know something that is better than mine, or something that is even good, I can admire that and then try to copy it because that is going to help me. But I copy it with a very good mind, not with a negative way to envy you. Because in life, we copy things, especially even as children. Children are impressionable. They copy, but they don't have that mind to be negative about stuff. So comparison, especially in a market situation, when you compare in a market situation, you compare the prices. When you compare prices with another price, then you will make a better choice and then a lower price. In that regard, it is better. So, but in other aspects, especially with what is going on around the world, it's people. There are a lot of bad reasons for why people compare, and it's really, really daunting on people. It's hurtful. Thank you.
Yes, I resonate with you on that, my friend. And to top it up, if your comparison is on the negative side, remember that this comparison will breed envy, will breed jealousy, and is going to cause you to be depressed.
Mhm.
And all what I want to tell you is that you lose your joy because of your negative comparison. It is good to compare yourself, but let it be in a positive way. And don't be ashamed or scared or feel threatened to ask for help. If you ask for help, you will be blessed more. You will be wiser. Ask for, how can I do this for me to achieve this? It's so important. Anything else, Al?
Uh, Not at the moment, actually.
Okay, I will pick it up from there. That is very true, Elsa, because comparison with a very positive mindset will grow us, will make us happy, will build our sense of self-worth and dignity. It will give us even open our brains for us to even want to do more. Because when we compare, it's just like you're reading a book. When you start reading a book, that book is very good. You are bound to go back to the book. Just like reading the Bible, you're bound to go back. But in that aspect, it is very, very positive that we are comparing things. But with other aspects, it is very negative because comparison steals, like you say, your joy. It will steal your joy. Comparison hinders and stalls people's growth. People cannot grow because we spend our time and our brain trying to compare instead of focusing on ourselves with what God has given us. Because when we focus, we do things well. In the aspect where we don't know, we try other things, we can then ask. Otherwise, comparison really make people to stay at the same spot or even go backward. Yes.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you, my friend. Yes. And to top it up, I resonate with what you've just said. No one is unique. Always remember that there will always be someone who is doing something differently and much better than all of us. We have to accept that we are unique and we differ in our strengths and our weaknesses. So the positive side is ask for help. I still repeat, Ask for help. If you want to achieve things that you don't have, that others do have, ask for help. And you will know the way how to do a thing. Any addition?
Al, do you have anything to add? Otherwise, I can go ahead.
Yeah, on the subject of asking for help, sometimes I'm ashamed to do so because I like independence, such as with homework or tasks of other things. But in the end, when I do it, it's really worth it. So yeah, like Auntie also said, you gotta ask for help on what you need, or heck, even what you don't need, because we're all a team in this world. All us good people are a team, whether we live with each other or interact with each other or not.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. It just
Yes.
goes to say that nobody's an island upon themselves, because
Yes.
God created us differently with different skills, with different sizes, different colors, but we are all members of the human race. We are all interconnected with one another because whether we like it or not, like you say, we are bound to need help at one point or the other. Nobody knows it all. Nobody. It doesn't matter the richest people in the world, they don't know it all. That is why we are even broadcasting three of us, because we know that with three or a larger number, we bring different ideas or different ways of looking at comparison. And that way, people will understand at different level depending on how they can understand it. So it is very so important that we build on our own unique skills, our own unique dreams, hopes, and aspirations, no matter what it is. At any given point in life, one of us are guilty of comparison or another, but we have learned to know that it does not help at all. It does not grow us. Even when we start comparing too much, it brings jealousy, hatred, gossiping, and then it will go to erase our own natural self consciousness on how to acquire and to build on things. That is so important. You know, nobody's gonna laugh at anybody. Like, I understand what you say, because I always offer to help him with his schoolwork. He said, "No, mommy, I can figure this out by myself," and he will figure those things out. And it also gives you that sense of pride and dignity that you did it by yourself. Like yesterday, I called you, my friend, and I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself, of what I accomplished today." And some of the things I'm like, you know what? Why do I always have to even ask for help from my son? I'm going to try to figure this out. And I did figure it out. And it just gave me uplifted my spirit, and I was very happy with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is nobody who can laugh at you when you fail at something. Nobody. If the person laughs, they're actually laughing at themselves, because how are you going to laugh at somebody who doesn't get something right? Failure is not even failure. Failure is just a way that you need to do more, because you have more within you. You need to bring it out and do more. So, my friend, pick it up from there. I love this topic a lot.
Yes, it's a pity that we don't have more time today, but I think we can repeat it next week again because it's
Yeah,
a lengthy topic, yes.
right.
So I just want to share with you one scripture that reminds us about everything that our mighty Father has done for us. And we have to always remember that everything good that we have comes from Him. And that is from the book of James 1, verse 17. This is the verse of comparison that reminds us that everything good and perfect is from God and is the perfect pair, like with the book of First Corinthians, verse 14 to 17 years. It is where God prepares us. He plans for us by gifting us good and perfect gifts to help and succeed at things, and all those things He has planned for all of us. And it reminds us that we are wonderfully and fearfully made in His image, and we are created by the maker of the universe, and the truth is within in our soul. So, ladies and gentlemen, for each and everything that we do in our lives, all the answers lies in the Bible. If you are not reading the Bible, I encourage you to start little by little. Read one chapter every day. Make it a point that you read one scripture every day of your life, because we've been living a life that was not meant for us to live. We have been programmed into being the people that God didn't want us to be. So we are in different times whereby we are facing so many challenges, and we've got to know the truth about who we are and who created us and all the benefits or what we are worth. So, anything else, my friend?
No, that is so important. It is so important because, like you say, everything is written in the greatest book of wisdom, the Bible. Everything. You know, God has given us dominion over everything that walks or grows on the surface of the earth. If we really follow the biblical laws, that is so important because I, for one, even sometimes I'm even guilty to some of the times that I will talk to my son. I'm like, but do I really even need to do this? A lot of us are going through anxiety. We are taking drugs that we are not even supposed to take. We are going through a lot in life that we are not supposed to, because we have deviated from the natural way of living life. And that is why we see something that is so beautiful, and you yourself, you have that thing that is so beautiful on you. But then you turn to compare with another person, thinking that that person has more than you, and then you become bitter. Then you become angry. Now you start gossiping. Now you try to go above your income in order to want to get that thing that is not worth it at all. The most important thing is to have self-confidence, have self-worth, to know that you were created for more. You were created with all those things. You need to search for it. Start searching for it, because everything is written in the Bible. To be successful, to have everything beautiful is written. It is part of who we are. It is part of our DNA. There is no need to go out there. The moment I discovered this truth in the book of wisdom, that is the Bible, I was so happy with myself that I don't even care about anything anymore. And things begin to fall in place without me even knowing. Every day I wake up, something good is already there, lined up for me. And I'm like, ooh, I can't believe that this is happening. This is true. Do you have anything else? We have about 6 more minutes, less than 6 minutes to go. I think about 4 minutes.
Yes. If there's nothing,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say that, so comparing yourself to others, there's that, and then there's comparing others to, say, a loved one, like comparing a loved one to others when discussing with them. So I really, I really dislike it when other parents or others compare their kids or whatever to their peers. I don't have siblings, but it doesn't make me feel good that other people are going through this, because because like because just telling your child you should be more like your sibling or your friend without actually helping them won't help your child, and in the end they can't be as good as they should be.
wow,
That-
I resonate
I'm,
with you on that. Yes, yes.
I'm
You said a
guilty.
mouthful, Yeah, and one other thing, if you stop comparing yourself to the others, like my friend have just said, everything will fall into place. And even your head, at times you are not aware that our heads are overloaded with unnecessary stuff. And one of them, it can be comparison. Once you stop comparing yourself to the others, know that you will be offloading what is in your head and is not serving you any good. And again, you will claim back your time, because instead of focusing of things in front of others, you will start to focus on things in front of you and you alone. Am I right, my friend?
You are very correct.
Yeah.
That is so correct. And I also resonate with what I said. I kind of felt guilty because I used to do that, and my son was hurting. I did not know until he told me, say, "Mommy, you make things worse when you compare me to other people," and which is true. But I was doing it ignorantly. I was doing it thinking that I love my son. And what you just said, when you begin to offload all those negative comparisons from your head becomes so clear. You will just be smiling. You will just get up and be happy for no reason. You will even be dancing. Sometimes I do that. And it's like, some people might say, I'm like, is she okay? But I'm very okay, because that is the way we're supposed to live. Smile like you want to, talk like you want to, so long as you are humble, you're respectful, you're not hurting yourself or anybody. Feel free. We don't care who says what, who doesn't say what, or who thinks what, or who doesn't think what. The only person who can say what or think what is the Father above, and nobody else. And I'm so happy that I am in that place where nothing matters anymore. And my sons, as my
Yes.
son has seen that, and you have seen it, my friend, and I've also seen it with you.
Yes, my
And we
friend.
want to thank God for all of this, but I will let you conclude the show because we come to the end. Maybe Al or you should conclude the show. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Al, you want to conclude, to close up?
Yeah, so off topic for a second. I never mentioned this, but I am writing a children's book. It's called How the Special Sloth Became Fast. So yeah, be on the lookout for that soon. Be on the lookout for that launch date very soon.
Okay. Okay,
Wow.
Elsa.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, listeners. Wherever you are, thank you for your time. We are about to close our show until next week. This is an interesting topic. I think we will repeat this
Yes.
because it's lengthy. Next week, we will still embark on this so that we share wise words with you. Until we meet again next week, for now, we'd like to say
Bye.
bye.
Bye everyone. Okay.